So welcome to Paradwys Diaries, where we are coppicing in our woodland today.
In November 2017, we moved to the beautiful Ynys Môn, the island of Anglesey in northwest Wales, to begin the adventure of developing a 12-acre smallholding and planting a church, all while learning to be parents for the first time. Moving to a tiny rural village called Paradwys, which is Welsh for paradise, our pioneering journey has seen us venture way out of our comfort zone, trying new things, succeeding at some and facing challenges in others. This is our way to share our journey, encourage you with yours, and of course share plenty of inspiring scenery and cute shots of animals and our young family. We are the Radbourne family, and this is Paradwys Diaries.
So welcome to Paradwys Diaries this week, where we are going to show you a little bit about coppicing our woodland. So as it gets to late autumn, early winter, and the sap has dropped out of the trees and all the leaves are off, that is the time to begin coppicing for our biomass boiler, to be able to feed that. So we manage it on a bit of a rotation system. So you can see behind me, this side is a couple of years ago when we coppiced, and it's all starting to grow back. And then this side is a historic coppice, so the trees have come back really well there. And so each year we spend a couple of months just chopping it down and getting it going. I say we, it's the royal we. This is mostly John that manages this with his friend Keith, who we are about to go and meet in the top now, because they are busy chopping away as we speak, as you can probably hear in the background.
So here they are then, at the top here. So this is the section that we're going through at the moment. Here's Harvey having a great time. I think Keith is in the middle of felling the latest tree. Let's see, a little bit of encouragement with a push, and down it goes, fantastic. So we first of all start by trimming off the branches so that it has a nice clear fell, and then there's loads of different ways you can coppice a tree and cut it down, but this is a V-notch cut. So in the direction of the fall you want, just cut a little V-notch in it, and then from the other side you can begin to cut in, and the weight of the tree, especially with this one leaning nicely into the open area, should fall nice and easily. Keith is an absolute pro at this now. Oh, satisfying, look at that. He's chuffed with that. And then once it's down, we take off the branches to be able to get to the trunk. So a lot of the branches and the twigs, they are burnt for brash at the moment. We are looking into getting a chipper so then we can compost all of the chippings and turn it into a useful resource. But we just need a little bit of extra cash to be able to afford a chipper. So hopefully later in the year, but maybe next year. And then we chop up the tree trunks into more manageable lengths. So eventually they will go down into about 45 to 50 centimetre lengths and split so that they can dry and then go into the boiler. But for about 12 months we'll leave these up here. It's way too wet on the track right now to move them. So they'll definitely stay up here at least for winter, but probably for at least 12 to 18 months to really begin to dry out, ready for burning. And this here is Frank, Keith's dog. So here's the brash as well that will eventually burn or chip, depending on whether we can get a chipper this year. So once they're cut, the tree stumps look like this. So as you can see, nice and fresh, and look at all the different colours. But this is last year's, so you can see how much growth has already come. So the benefit of coppicing is that all the root system underneath of a fully grown tree can put all of its energy into creating these poles, they're called. So that then after just 3 years, you can see here it's a bit overgrown with brambles, but after 3 years you get this really tall area, and then after just 6 years you get something like this. So all those poles there, in a couple of years time, just to fatten up a little bit more, will then be able to be cut and dried, and then they will be perfect for the boiler too.
So as you can see, it is as much about a couple of blokes enjoying being outside, playing with some chainsaws, but it is actually a really, really useful job, because the more wood that we produce off our land means the less we have to buy in, which obviously has a financial benefit for us, but also allows us to manage our land in a really sustainable way. Because coppicing means that there is going to be loads of different ages of trees across our land, which will create different habitats and encourage different species of grasses and flowers, and for different animals and insects to be there. So it is really great, and Keith is an absolute legend for just coming pretty much week in, week out, and just helping us, not asking to be paid or anything, just to enjoy being out here and being part of our journey here at Paradwys. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, and it gives a little different insight, because obviously this series started in spring and has gone through summer with all the growth and life, and now actually in the winter, when a lot of things slow down, then the nights are shorter, so we can't get out to do as much. And as we found out last week, we don't have as many animals around here at the minute. It just shows how busy it does actually keep us at this time of year as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this week, and I will see you next week for the next installment of Paradwys Diaries.